Good morning, Achieve Charter School. It's so good to be here today. It is Wednesday, May 27th. I had to double check my date there. I can't even believe we're already at May 27th. It's so good to be here today. It's Wildcat Wednesday. I've got my Wildcat shirt on. Good morning, Mrs. Parrott. Good morning, Mrs. Taylor. Good morning, Mrs. Freitas. Hi, Jack. Hi, Brett, if you're there. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Easton and Everett. I was just cracking myself up before I started here because when I'm getting ready for morning assembly, I start the Facebook Live and you type in a little title and I just type in the date every day, like morning assembly 5/27. But I felt like I was doing like Captain's Log, May 27th. Still no sighting of students or anybody else in months. Yeah. Starting to miss you guys. Hey, Brandy, good morning. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Mrs. Wright and Reagan and Audrey. Hey, our virtue this week is excellence, and I started to tell you yesterday that I wanted to talk about teachers today, and I do want to give like my ode to teachers today. They have pulled off a monumental undertaking. But let's go ahead and start with our Pledge of Allegiance and get this show going. Good morning, Mrs. Kepwich. Please stand at attention. Salute. Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we've got a birthday today. It's Alyssa's birthday. Alyssa P., happy birthday today. I hope you have a great day. I want to remind everybody about our drive-through party on Friday morning from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. We really have something for everybody in the family, and we want to see you guys. I am definitely going to be ready to be in that dunk tank. I think I might have to fight for the dunk tank with this kind of weather. So get ready, get your arm ready, get ready to knock me in the dunk tank, and come on out and say hi to all your teachers and aides, and we'll send you on your way for a little summer vacation. So our virtue this week is excellence. Here's the definition one more time. Excellence is doing your best. It's giving your very best to any task you do or relationship you have. Excellence is an effort guided by a noble purpose, and it's a desire for perfection. And I see that a couple more teachers have joined us today, which is just perfect because I wanted to give like my ode to teachers, and that includes all of our staff today. We sometimes at our staff meeting, I like to remind everybody that we have like credentialed teachers at Achieve, and they have this piece of paper, and then we have all of the other staff that are really teachers at heart, and they do so many things for your kids as well. So I when thinking about excellence, like I wanted to talk a little bit about what our teachers have done, but also like how that shows the virtue of excellence and how that can set an example to all of us. For example, if you think back to when all of this started on March 13th, many of our teachers sent home work for your students just in case. When we left school that Friday, we didn't know whether we'd be back at school the following week. That's a pretty huge level of commitment. It wasn't probably the best thing they've ever done instructionally. Many of them, I was cracking myself up as I was telling my brother about this morning. We were out on a bike ride and we were talking, and I remember that Mrs. Wright sent home packets on Friday, and then by the following Wednesday when we were going to start on them, she said, no, don't do that, do this instead. But that desire for perfection, this desire to meet your kids' needs meant that they were going to make sure that they had their work in their hands just in case they might even need it. And since March 13th, our teachers have worked long hours. They've learned new platforms. They did a job that they had absolutely no training for, and they did that job by collaborating often and collaborating well and talking to each other and sharing what was working and sharing what wasn't working and looking for help from outside people. And I know that they've worked so much and changed and adapted so much. They have called people on the phone. They've sent who knows how many texts. They've done FaceTimes with people. They've done Zoom after Zoom after Zoom. And oh my goodness, teachers, you have absolutely rocked it. The Zoom sessions that I've joined in have been great. It's refreshing to see your faces and see the kids. And I just think to myself as I sit there and chuckle and watch, like, how is this teacher managing a whole screen full of kindergartners or first graders or fifth graders and keeping their composure and staying calm and having fun with this, even though they know that there's probably like a whole bunch of parents watching over their kid's shoulder, and who knows what's going on in all of those houses, and like so many distractions. Yet the teachers just like did such a great job of bringing everybody together and trying so many different activities on Zoom. Our middle school teachers, they started this Discord page, which is this platform that's used by gamers, and they have been on there talking to students, chatting with them, monitoring their chats, and just giving a platform for our students to connect. Since the start, they have these online office hours that students can join into. They've just had such a big job during this time. And I think of people in our society that have had just an overwhelming job during this time. Like our country's leaders have just had this huge job and this huge weight where they really, I mean, they're at a point now where no decision they make will make everyone happy. They're really in a hard place right now. And we've got our healthcare community who's trying to take care of everyone and keep everyone healthy, and they've had such a huge job. And then right up there, we've had like our nation's teachers and our Achieve teachers for sure. Like they are providing the backbone of mental health services for our whole country right now. It's really, really impressive. And it's not just the education they're providing, it's that connectedness, and it's that bringing everybody together. And then right up there with some of the hardest job during this closure time is parents. You've had an overwhelming undertaking, and students, you've had all this to do. And then I look at our teachers, who most of them are also parents, and they're trying to teach their kids at home. And some of our teachers are also students. We actually have teachers right now on our staff that are teachers, their students, and their parents trying to do homeschool. Like I can't even imagine trying to do all of that right now that they're doing. And then you wouldn't believe this, but over the last 2 weeks, as those academics have tapered down and they're sending home less work, and it's the end of the school year, and everybody's taking a little breath. And you know, as parents, I've been helping my kids, and I'm like, okay, good, that was a big push. Like I'm ready for a little break. I don't really sense that from the teachers at all. Like I'm guessing that maybe as parents, you're getting a little less communication, because I am getting a ton. There are full blast right now into planning for next school year and trying to figure out what school is going to look like and how they can make curriculum choices and program choices to plan for a variety of different scenarios, because we don't actually know what school might look like next year. I just can't say enough about what the teachers have actually done. I could give you even more examples, but I want to tell you like how I think that connects with our virtue of excellence. So it says that excellence is this desire for perfection, but it doesn't just say that. It says it's a desire for perfection guided by a noble purpose. And our teacher's noble purpose is a purpose that's within all of them, and that's one of the reasons we hired them at Achieve. And it matches with our mission as a school to create these positive contributors to society, and these students that are actually going to do something world changing. And our teachers absolutely believe that. They're not staying up all night thinking of activities so they can like figure out a way to keep your kids occupied. It goes so much deeper than that. Like they have this noble purpose in mind, and they just can't let that out of their head. Like that's what's guiding them right now. That's what guides them every day. You got to see a special glimpse into their noble purpose during this time that you might not often see when your kids are at school. Normally you see the evidence of it, but you really got to actually get like a firsthand view. And the other thing, students, that like when you're watching your teachers, I hope you see like what their desire for perfection looked like, because your teachers are constantly telling you, make mistakes. This is how you're going to learn. But if you make mistakes, you need to be reflective, look back on those mistakes and figure out how to improve. These teachers push themselves so hard. Like they just tried stuff. They tried crazy stuff. Let's try this activity. And they were quick to say, ooh, that one didn't work. Oh, I'm never doing that again. Ooh, that one worked pretty good. I want to tell everybody about that. They are incredibly self-reflective. They are their own biggest critiques for sure. Often unreasonably too hard on themselves, but that's what pushes you, especially when you're desiring for perfection. They're not like okay teachers that are trying to send out some pretty good stuff. They are excellent teachers with a desire for perfection that are certainly guided by a noble purpose. That's my shout out to you, Achieve teachers. Nice work. Have a great day, everybody.